So we're live yet again on another
Yeah.
Monday after Thanksgiving. Welcome back, boys.
All
Happy
right.
Thanksgiving to all you guys.
Yeah.
Hopefully, everybody had a wonderful holiday festivities with all the chefs in the room here with Gino and, of
Mm.
course, Chef 305 Billy and
And not to mention Chef Lemon.
Lemon.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta get that
But
French
anyway,
French cuisine going on.
Yeah.
he's Parisian.
oh my God, you guys are a bunch of dumb fuckery. But anyway, and I was
Dude,
trying
man,
to go
that
more
stuff
than
looked good, especially the stuff you posted tonight. That steak looked good.
Oh, it
Yeah,
was
man.
good. That was right there, perfect medium rare.
Mm.
Man, it was so good.
Little
The dogs
Chief looked
and I
like he
loved
wanted.
it. He
Little
got
Chief-
some. He got some.
Okay, because he was gonna jump you in your sleep.
He looked like
You know what
it.
he
He's like,
does?
there'll be
He's
payback
more
for
one of-
this.
What he likes to do is he likes to. He's kind of like a cat. So he'll like when he wants to punish somebody, he'll go and like push a little turd out and push it under your pillow. That's kind of his thing. But anyway, moving on, guys. Welcome to the show,
He
everybody.
shits the bed.
Oh, thank you.
That's-
Yeah, it just. I'm just yes.
Ooh.
So anyway, guys, what's everybody drinking? I'll tell you what I'm drinking.
cool.
Some sweet iced tea with an orange peel in it. Oh, it's so good that way.
Nice.
Iced tea with an orange peel.
Well, it has orange in it. It has an orange in it, like an orange.
Gotcha.
slice. Sorry,
Gotcha.
it's a southern thing, man. I just learned about it, and I was like, dude,
I-
this is fantastic. Well, where's this been my whole life?
Never heard of that before, honestly.
Absolutely, it's a regular
It's
thing.
today years old, man. Today years old.
Yeah, I because like I don't
Me
put
too,
lemon
no
in my
lemon,
drink
man.
because everybody and their mother doesn't know how to say my last name, so I have a unconscious bias towards lemons. You
Like
know,
against lemons, you mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said toward lemons. And so, yeah, against them, toward them. They're over there. I'm over here. There's a line, maybe a big fence.
You don't cross that
Beautiful
line.
wall.
I hear you. I'm listening.
But anyway, so I was at Legends one night having dinner, and the waitress, who's also the bartender, she asked, "Would you like a sweet iced tea, or would you like something to drink?" I said, "Yeah, I like to have a sweet iced tea." She goes, "You want a lemon?" I was like, "No," because again, I'm prejudiced against lemons, right?
Be right back, guys.
And no worries. And she goes, "You want an orange slice?" And I was like, "I've never had an orange slice," and it blew my world. And so now that's the only way I'll drink my sweet iced tea.
hmm So here in Miami,
No,
they have a tendency to do the orange with like either some blueberry or raspberries as well,
Mm-hmm.
and they spike it with a little coconut rum as well, if you like.
Coconut rum, yeah.
hmm
I'm not drinking tonight though, so
Okay.
Hey, it's
Well,
all
I
good.
am.
Oh, yes.
But before I tell you what I'm drinking, let me give another little shout out to the wife. God knows I love that woman and I don't deserve her.
you don't.
So
And when she's ready to leave you, I'm ready for her.
perfect. So
Came back at the perfect moment there.
uh, the wife went to the local liquor store, came back with cigars, bourbon, and 3 different beers for me: Coors Banquet, Pabst Blue Ribbon, and Miller High Life.
Nice.
As I was barbecuing ribs. So shout out to her again. And I'm sipping on a little with it for reserve, just taking it nice and easy for tonight. And it's still November, which is Men's Mental Awareness Month. So tomorrow I am taking a mental day, so no work tomorrow.
Nice. Good for you, man.
It's
Yeah,
also
I would be
November,
doing that.
too.
Well, I haven't shaved my balls all November. But anyway, moving on.
I like turtles.
I
No, I like lamp. I love lamp.
love that. Are you just pointing at things and saying you love them? I love lamp. I love lamp.
I really do.
Gino, what are you drinking, brother?
I am enjoying some 1792 small batch.
Very nice.
They finally got some of it in here at my local right downtown in Bumfuck, Egypt. And the price is right at MSRP, which was $35. So I've got 2 of
Nothing
them.
wrong with it.
Nice. And how was your Thanksgiving, sir?
It was delicious because the only thing I had to cook for Thanksgiving was my cornbread casserole. And
Ooh,
the
tell me
rest
more
of that
about
stuff,
that and
the
talk
ham, the
slowly.
turkey was all done by somebody else. And I'm like, you guys knock yourselves out. It's all beautiful.
So tell us about the
But
cornbread
the
casserole.
cornbread
Man.
casserole is just like
Wait a
awesome.
minute,
It's
you're
very
still-
simple, easy to
Hold on,
make.
hold on. Talk slowly. A lot of detail, like you're undressing it.
And
I'll
we'll
get the
fix it off the
70s
rails.
music going in the background.
I was like, you gotta put on some Barry White or something, man. Get some Al Green on here.
No, it is super easy to make. You can use a 9x13 casserole dish or a 10-inch cast iron skillet. Either one will work just fine. And what you're going to combine is you're going to take 1 can of cream corn, drained, get all of that liquid out of it. Then you take 1 can of cream corn, combine that, 1 stick of butter, 1 box of Jiffy cornbread mix, or if you don't have that, 8.5 ounces of cornbread mix. Don't make the cornbread, just add the mix to it. Then 8 ounces of sour cream. Mix that all up, get it well combined into the dish, whatever dish you're going to use, whether it's the 10-inch cast iron skillet or the casserole dish, either one. Get into that, into the oven, 350 for about a half hour. Then check it like you would a cake, with the toothpick. If it's sticking to it, a little bit longer. But once you get to that temperature, when it's done, take 1 cup of grated cheddar cheese over the top, back in the oven, let that melt, let that brown a little bit. Boom, let it cool for about 5 minutes, cut it, serve it. Absolutely flipping delicious, dude.
Sounds good.
All right, so Mr. Pours, what do you have?
Yes, sir.
The Pours is having a little Redwood Empire. Let me move this way. There you go. Pipe Dream. It's their bourbon. Because most of their stuff is like rye or blended rye and stuff like that. But this is just their straight bourbon. I think it's really good. Yep, I'm a fan. 45% alcohol, so 90 proof. It's a good one. That wasn't me.
That was nice.
Yeah, well, there you have it. All right,
Good job.
so
Yes.
we
It's
have
just that tight.
it's kind of like that.
We almost made it to 9 minutes.
It's kind of like
almost
that
made it.
video that Billy sent in the after hours. I was like, first of all, I love cannolis, but I won't eat them because of that, right?
Dude, that was a
But
good one.
that video is hilarious.
Is this like a Van Wilder flashback or something?
no?
Yeah,
Do you remember that, Billy? Do you know what I'm talking about? That
Yeah.
scene?
Yeah.
I think that's the closest I've ever actually come to throwing up from watching a movie. Like,
The
I'm like,
crazy
whoa,
part is,
whoa.
listen, the crazy part is when that movie Waiting came out,
Oh yeah.
we played those stupid games in the.
Oh, I believe it. I believe that is 100% how people really are.
Oh no, it's
Just
constantly fucking with
completely
each other.
accurate. Completely accurate.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
So anyway,
you say that's why you don't eat cannoli.
no, that's not the only reason. That is just you can't eat them without looking like you're trying to. I mean, if you try to tongue it,
No,
it looks,
tell
it looks
us,
long,
tell
and
us,
if
Joey.
you put it all in your mouth.
Tell us,
and it's-
Monsieur Le Mans.
And when you bite down on it, it's just like goo going everywhere. It's awesome, but at the same time, it's also not awesome. But anyway,
Listen,
all right. So
if it's not in and around your mouth,
That's
all
right.
right, I'm with you. It has to be in
Then you're
and
just
around.
messing up, right?
Yeah. Like you got yourself buried in it, then you're just not doing the right things. But anyway, back to what we're talking about here. Let's get back on track here.
What
Right.
were we talking about?
I haven't got a chance to
He's
introduce it
trying to
yet.
get to it.
I mean, we have the after show to act like jackasses. We got this is our time to not be jackasses. All right.
Okay.
So or kind of be jackasses or whatever. But anyway, so 2 things. First one is how's the hunt going for anybody? Is anybody out there hunting? Are you getting lucky with anything? Or are you just finding things? That would be the first one. The second one is not that I have any. My son eats like I have no leftovers. All right, because he's like a garbage disposal.
Mhm.
But if I did, let's just say in a hypothetical perfect world, I had some leftovers of Thanksgiving or whenever. what kind of pairings would you do with some of those? Like, would you pair with some of your better whiskeys or bourbons, or maybe a rye, or maybe even something, maybe you have some shitty food that you got from like your family or something, and you want to have some scotch to go with it. So you have two equally shitty things together.
Well, if I
Any
had
bigger
leftovers,
than-
because I cooked so many goddamn turkeys during Thanksgiving. If I never see turkey again, it'll be too soon. Um, if I had some leftover mac and cheese, some turkey, and some stuffing, I would probably make like a sandwich or something like that with it, like a po' boy type of sandwich, and I think I would serve it up with a little bit of Buffalo Trace.
Okay.
You know, that way, because I think about the flavors of turkey and stuffing, and like if you have some yams, so you get some sweetness, you get some bitterness, you get some mildness. So I wouldn't want to cover all that good food up with something that has a high heat to it, something that's mellow that I can ease into watching the football game, catching up on something. That's what I would serve it up with. I would definitely serve up some Buffalo Trace with that.
I was thinking Basil Hayden's.
Yes.
It's there. It's in the background. It's not coming to the forefront. You're
Yes.
enjoying the food, and that's still there.
Yeah.
I've been doing it wrong the whole time. I like stuff with higher heat. And then what I tend to do is if it's something like, for example, when I was having the wild boar that I had Friday morning, the wild boar tacos that I made, those were fantastic. But what I had with those was that I don't even remember the name of it now, but that toasted barrel rum that I picked up.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Yeah, you told me about that.
Yes, that stuff is fantastic. I mean, and so I had some of that with it, and then I'm not gonna lie to you, I pretty much molested an entire bottle of the what's it called, the Bardstown Black Origins. Oh my god, that thing.
Yeah, that's something worth molesting.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, not that molesting's ever good, but if you're going to do it,
That is what you do it with. Yep, right there.
That's what you do it to, not with. Don't let it be an accessory of the crime.
Please don't.
Oh man, I wasn't
It's
expecting you to go
just
there.
one of
with it.
those things. I mean, it's like every time I untie her, she tries to run away. I mean, I can't be doing that.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
I've already found the guy down in Alabama that I know is on the FBI's watch list.
You
I don't need
you
us to
laughed
be
at
on
my reply about Alabama, and I'm not going to
I
repeat it
did.
on
I
air.
did. I did. I did laugh at it. I did laugh. Dude, I seen a guy. You guys have ever been to like you drive by a farm field or whatever, and you see all of, you normally see like, I don't know, corn, maybe some soybean. There was a lot of cotton. That was pretty cool. You got to see a lot of this different stuff, right? And then all of a sudden, randomly, out of nowhere, you drive by this farm that's probably 100 acres or so, and it's stacked from point A to point B as far as you can see with semi-truck trailers. And I'm like, dude, that guy's on the FBI's most. I mean, he's on a watch list somewhere, because like, why do you have that? Can you articulate that? I mean, it's not like saying, hey, I've got 400 guns or something like that. I'm not saying I got that, Mr. ATF, that might be listening, because I lost all my guns.
Well, until you lost them all in that boating accident.
Yeah. But the safe and everything. But
you armed the fish.
Yeah. I try to. Yeah, the fish are armed now, so watch out, Old Hickory Lake. But you have a catfish down there with an AR that would be unregistered at that point. So I don't know what to say. I mean, ATF forget doing their job anyway. I was thinking about. I was like I'm trying to think of why you would have those, like, at all. Like, are you maybe you're a semi-trailer salesperson, but like, would you not
It's
have
just
a
the trailers, not the tractors?
No, it's just the trailers. Just the trailers, as far as you
Dude.
could see.
So a lot of times, I'll tell you, when you see a situation like that, it's a case where the trailers are abandoned and the insurance company needs a lot to put them until they're either claimed or sold off. And if they was to put them in a regular storage lot, the bill on it would not be worth it anymore. It'd be better off just to leave them there and never go back again. So in a case like that, the insurance company will say to the owner, listen, we'll pay you $100 a trailer every month. So if he's got 40 trailers sitting out there.
Oh, he's got
Damn.
about 400 trailers sitting out there. I could not believe how many trailers. All I could think about was Timothy McVeigh and them. That's all I could think about.
One of my friends, he's in some Ohio, I think, and AT&T pays his family to have a tower on their property.
It's funny you say that. One of my buddies where I hunt at down in a little bit further south on that 273 acres that I hunt on. It's one of the oldest farms in Tennessee. And he, I think it's either AT&T or Comcast or something. They pay him like an insane amount of lease money.
Crazy amount of lease money. Yes.
Yeah. And I'm like, when he told me that, because he fought them. He was like, I didn't want them to, because he's a lawyer. He goes, I didn't want them on my property. I'm like, wait a minute here. The property's paid for. You have several houses on it. You have all this farmland. You have like literally 100 or more cattle heads of Angus cattle on this farm. And you have plentiful deer and all that stuff. And you're next to what are they called? The Amish people. So like the people next to them is an Amish home. And so they don't even have electricity and all that nonsense, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they want to buy a piece of your property for more than it's worth over the totality of the total price of this property will ever be.
My buddy's lease is for 99 years.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's a long,
Yeah.
it's like 100 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Isn't that how they do property in like England? Like the country just owns all the property, and like instead of a mortgage, instead of owning a house, like you just lease it for a century kind of thing when you buy a
You've
house up
seen
there.
those advertisements here lately. They spring up every holiday season where you can buy your own lordship.
Oh, I've got one of those
Scotland
in
and
Ireland.
and things
Yeah.
like that. Ireland, good point.
Yep.
That's
I'm
what
an
they
Irish
do.
lord.
It's money making.
Deal with it.
Yeah. And that's what they do.
So-
They'll lease you the title. It's leased from the crown.
Mm. Yeah, that's what it is. But
So anyway,
to
back
your
on
point
topic.
though, I mean, shit, like I would take that money, hell yeah. But I guess if you got it like that, then you care more about your privacy.
So that is why when you normally see a farm with a bunch of trailers on it like that, like you ever see,
He's making
know,
more money from that.
tractor
than
trailers that
crown.
get into accidents and stuff like that.
Mhm.
That's where they need. That's where they store them at. They don't want to put them on lots because it costs them too much money.
Well, there you have it. But anyway, moving on. So
I was
yeah,
gonna say
go ahead.
to answer the topic question.
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead.
If you, so I was going to say, and you'll appreciate this. The only reason to bring it, I actually agree with you on this one, Jody. That I would want something that is a little bit higher proof, maybe something a little more rye forward, because a lot of that Thanksgiving food is like fairly sweet, right? Like
Right.
especially
That's
with
what I was
sides and
thinking,
things like
too.
that. And I'm like, I don't want a drink that's going to be sweet on top of that. You
That's
know, it'd
exactly
be
what I was
too
thinking,
much
yeah.
sugar, basically. So I want something a little bit drier, a little bit hotter. You know, like I know you weren't a fan of it, but like the Redemption High Rye. That would be a great pairing for me if I was going to be eating. some
Yeah,
Thanksgiving
not a big
like
fan
that.
of that one, but I'm generally not a big fan of many ryes except for the Uncle Nearest rye. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
And their freaking single barrel. Oh my
You don't
god.
gotta tell me. I'm just glad you're not
That's
cooking with it.
distillery only.
Yeah.
Bastards.
David's not gonna ever let you live that down.
I'm never gonna. I was like, but because he did it fucking twice.
I know.
I
And it's
put
like,
it away.
you know, the rest of us
I'm
can't get that, and it's like down the street for him. You know, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
Well, it's not down the street. I mean, it's a drive. You know, it's a good
Oh
hour.
yeah, what about half hour?
It's a whole 30 minutes,
Oh, I
man.
know it's an hour
Oh.
from my house.
Oh,
It's an
that's-
hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's
But
There
wait,
we go.
wait. Let me stop, Mr. Lemon. Even if it is an
Mr.
hour
Lemon.
drive, it has got to be one of the most prettiest scenic drives I've ever been on.
hmm
That's
Not to mention when you get there, the place is just gangster. That bar,
it is that bar. It's the world's largest bar.
That bar is. I don't care what you say. That bar is just gangster. Oh,
It's a gorgeous
Yeah.
bar.
so boo-hoo,
We gotta go back.
I gotta drive an hour. That's beautiful to look at.
yeah.
And then when I get there, the bar is like, ooh, Mr. Lemon.
I wasn't complaining about it. I just merely pointed out that it's not like right down the road. It's not like the company, which is really right down the road for me.
Yeah.
The company
So-
couldn't be more than what, 10 minutes. Leapers Fork
It-
is much further away. It's
Yeah.
about
Matter of
35, 40 minutes.
perspective.
And if for anybody who hasn't been there, if you get a chance, the little town of Leapers Fork is absolutely beautiful.
Awesome.
And they have this museum that's there in town. This whole town can't be
Maybe
no
they're
more
whiskey.
than this little downtown section we went. I don't even think it was 2 miles long.
Well, what's funny is all of downtown's owned by my neighbor across the street.
Yes.
And you met him, so you know
Yeah.
this. We're down
So
there.
if anybody who's listening out there, if you get a chance to go to Leapers Fork, please take the advantage and go.
If you can
you
get
will
on
not
Kid,
be
Road,
disappointed.
Kid Rock's property, he has a replica that he lives in of the White House that's bigger than the White House and only has 2 bedrooms, one master bedroom and then a guest bedroom, and the rest of it's all party space. And he has a gold elevator.
That's crazy. A gold
I
elevator?
love
Yeah.
it.
God bless America, huh?
Gotta love it.
It's capitalism.
One of these
Yeah.
days, though, I am going to make it down there because there's just so much to see, so much to visit. DJ, happy birthday, sir.
Yeah.
birthday, sir.
Thank you for the shout out there for him. Or drink.
Be good to yourself,
Mr.
young
DJ
man.
Ressa.
One of the nicest guys, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He is.
Yes.
He's a solid dude for sure.
So,
Yes.
David, I don't know if you told us what you end up doing for Thanksgiving.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, I went to my
David,
fiance's
David.
sister's place. Yeah, I didn't catch it all. One
Yeah,
of my
the other-
earbuds have gone out.
The other David, yeah.
The other one, yeah. There's fuck you, David, and then there's just David. So apparently I'm the other one now. No, yeah, we went to I guess future sister-in-law's place, and lots of good food. They were making some kind of cocktail. It was pretty good, which helps when there's 8 kids in the house. Like I'm like, no one's paying me. I'm not on the clock. I'm gonna leave this alone. Someone else can do the parenting. It's fine. But no, yeah, it was good. It was good to get out and have a meal and see folks. I haven't seen them like very often over the last several months, so it was nice.
Have you guys ever looked at David and seen how small his neck is?
Like that. Oh, I can just hear all the
Yeah,
bones in my
dude.
neck just like grinding as I do this.
I think my wrist.
Yeah, I
is
gotta-
The only thing I keep thinking, David needs a beard. He
Yeah.
looks like a child.
I think my wrist is bigger than Dave's.
Yeah, I'll
neck.
take looking like a
Dude,
child
What's up with that?
with this fucking bald head and gray hair.
No, yeah, I'm losing that too.
Oh God, that's okay. I might have a paint job done on my beard sooner or later.
You
guys
let,
ever
it go.
see-
Let it go, man. It is what
No,
it is.
I'm just playing. I'm not doing it. But you guys ever see those celebrities who get like their beard with
Oh,
that fake
yeah.
paint on it? And I'm like, really, dude?
The vanity.
It's a little
You're-
too. It's a little
vanity's
too
all over the
much.
place on that, man.
Your beard is like 10 times darker than you.
That's too funny. It just
it's
feels so fucking cliche. They're like, "Oh, you lost your hair,
Yeah.
grow a beard." Like,
In the
I don't
middle
know,
of
it's not
winter,
me.
they
See,
got
the
these
thing-
bronze tans on and all that crap too. It's like, yeah, right. Mhm.
You know, I'm at that age now where, if I had hair on my head, I would be curious if the curtains matched the drapes. But since I don't have any curtains,
All you got is drapes.
yeah.
Or,
So I
no,
guess
if it's the carpet
He's-
matches the curtains or something
Yeah,
like that.
it's.
is it carpet matches the
as you can
okay? So
say-
the
Carpet matches
drapes,
the
I don't
drapes,
have
yeah.
the drapes, and I do
Yeah,
have carpet. There you go. All right, so that's how long I've been out of this game. So it would be a surprise to anybody,
Fair enough.
This
It
show has
is
gotten
what
way
it
too
is.
personal.
You know,
He's got 2 beards, is what he's saying.
ZZ Top.
No, that's actually how it is. ZZ Top.
More like ZZ Bottom.
Yeah.
you know, you get to that one point in life. It's like, yeah, it's leaving up here. It's growing in all the other places on your body, and it's
Mhm.
all approaching the same color.
Jennifer, ew, stop.
Hey, it is what it is.
All right, well, that was the show tonight.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So back to the original question. So none of you guys answered any of the things that you might have either been looking for or found or whatever.
No,
Have you found
have not been
anything or-
shopping lately.
You had Mount shopping. What about you?
No,
Any of you other guys?
Well,
no, God,
so
you haven't. What about-
whenever I go to Total Wines, if I'll look to see what they have, or I just wait to get a call for something,
Mhm.
and that's usually the way I do hunting. And let me tell you the reason it is that way. Here, we have what you would call a lot of taters, a lot, and there's not too many liquor stores that will take the time to get those specialty bottles, if you will. So if you happen to have somebody you trust and you get a phone call, that's what you do. But you go in and you buy a few bottles, you buy stuff you don't necessarily want or need, but you're gonna gift it or you're gonna take it to a party, and you just keep the relationships going. So that is what I do with the two stores that are actually owned by the same family. But if I happen to be out and about, I'll go into a liquor store. And the reason I don't hunt down here is because, Eagle Rare is over $100. Blanton's is $350.
What the fuck?
Stags. I saw somebody had Stags the other day, and they had like a little bright little sticker on it, like all showy and shit. And it was like $425. I was like, what? And they had it sitting there. I was like, really? So
That's
when
not
you
as bad as that picture that Mark Hill had the other day when he was up in DC and he was showing the stuff, and I said, "Oh, they're pretty good prices." And the Weller Special Reserve was up there for over $100, and I'm like, dude, I just got that last week. I got like 4 bottles of that at $35.
Yeah, that used to be like $25, man.
Yeah.
And here's another one. So the other day it was in Total Wines, Sazerac Rye. They had it again. It was $34. I grabbed the bottle.
Yeah.
Okay, no
It's
problem.
not awful. No.
Was running some errands. Saw a little liquor store next to a place. I went in. Sazerac Rye, $125. And I had wish I would taken a picture in Total Wines of it for $34 and showed it to him. But apparently there's some kind of mythical thing going on with Sazerac Rye. I don't understand it.
Maybe it's rare for that particular store. They don't get it that often, and it's like, oh man, I got this special allocation. Let me make some money off of it.
That would be a great conversation. Actually, not the one that Jennifer put, but one for the future of us going.
The topic should be manscaping. That's fucking
But,
funny.
no,
just
I mean,
want free videos. That's all.
Which would be a good topic. Would be, do we think that if everything was controlled by the state, and God, I'm very much anti more government, but would it control these prices? Because they're out of control.
Tends to fuck it up more than the private business owner.
Oh, I'm sure of that.
It's left up to just.
Well, that's the question. Is like for those of you who are in state-controlled states. I wish Rob was here actually to talk about it.
Thank you.
And The Godfather, because they're both in like state-controlled stuff, to my understanding. So like you are as well. Like, do you find the prices to be worse than like what we talk about, like here in Tennessee, for example?
Like I said, I got the Weller SR. Just the other. You guys saw the pictures I posted. I picked up 3 or 4 bottles at $35.
Yeah.
That's what people drive out to Ohio to get, and I'm like, no, dude, I got it right here.
If there was Weller Special Reserve or any of the Wellers really on the shelf here at any store, the prices would be, I mean, it's not even molested. It's just straight up, no, it'd be well over $200.
MSRP tonight, man. I picked up a second bottle of this tonight. MSRP.
Nice.
So if anything, I will give not a shout out, but I could tell you that Total Wines and Publix, their liquor stores have just as good a selection as anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And the price retail, the only drawback is they don't hold anything. They're not going to put anything behind the shelf.
Nope.
It's crazy because you'll have Blanton sitting out on the shelf, but the Hennessy will be behind the counter locked up.
Hey, you know, let's
I'm like,
you know,
who's
They
still
know their
Hennessy?
market.
different market pressures there.
They know their market. Yeah.
If you still Hennessy,
still-
we cannot ever be friends. Don't come to my house. Don't tell people you know me.
You know as well as I do, there are some people in poking beans that steal some Hennessy.
Oh no, for sure. I 1,000%. But we're on
Just
the
like
nice
there's
side
some
of town.
dumbasses that live in that live in some of the trailer areas over here, probably steal some Jack Daniels. By the way, horrible whiskey. I don't know why you steal that. I would be more inclined to steal some Hennessy than Jack Daniels.
Listen, I tell you this much.
I do like the
in
triple
my,
mash though.
in my entire
I like the triple
lifetime,
mash.
I've
Yes.
purchased one bottle of Hennessy. And the reason I purchased it is because it came with two liters of Coke.
That's
I'm really just getting this for the
All right,
Coca-Cola.
so on to
of-
me and the aspect of things. I wouldn't say I'm ever hunting for anything. But I have so far this year vintage, which is out in Mount Juliet. They've been really good to me this year, and then of course Michelle, who works there, and I've had the opportunity. I mean, whenever something comes out that's new and fresh and this, that, and whatever, I get a picture and do you want, or any of these interest you? And so it was also her birthday too, but I did buy her a bottle of Blanton's Gold. She called me about it and then asked me if I wanted it. And I was like, sure. You guys all know I already have that, right? And so she had never had it, and I was like, so when she was like, well, when do you want to meet to get? And I was like, just it's yours. Happy birthday, you know?
Yeah.
And but you have to take care of that was my point to this. You have to take care of the people that help you out, you know?
Absolutely.
And you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so we've got just about, I don't know where there it is. About 10 minutes left. No, 13 minutes left in the show. 12 minutes. 12 minutes left in the show. So what would you guys
This is the math guy in the group, by the way. Just
I corrected myself real fast. Did you not see myself correct myself?
I saw you correcting yourself, but you know,
Yes.
I gotta give you shit because like otherwise you think I'm mad at you.
But by the way, I'm
True.
still wrong because it's a 45-minute show and it was at 33. That's not
Yes.
10 or 13 minutes.
No.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
12.
I was still. No, it's not
I'm the
even 12.
engineer in the group.
But it's still not 12.
This is a riveting conversation.
Not anymore.
No, what's okay, moving on.
Mm.
So yeah, 12 is right.
Great show, guys. Good night.
Anyway,
Yes.
public school math. Anyway, if only I had a voucher. So
Love how we don't do politics on this show. Isn't it great?
No.
oh, hey, no, I don't want to talk about politics, but so last week, I think it was last week, that it was right before Thanksgiving, that up there on the Rainbow Bridge or whatever it's called, up in going from
Yeah.
Albany, New
No,
York,
no.
and
Buffalo.
into, is it Buffalo, New York, into
Yeah.
Canada.
Into Canada,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
into Canada. Hey, I want you to think about this. So there was a lot of people came out and said they thought it was a terrorist attack, this, that, whatever. All of which I think was pragmatic initially, as an initial response, because who had Flying Bentley on their bingo card?
That's what I said. That's exactly
What?
that's like it's a Bentley.
Clearly you
flying-
missed something here.
flying
What about a
Bentley.
flying
Yeah.
Bentley?
Yeah.
Someone explain this to me.
So what it was this really rich couple from somewhere in New York, and they were going to a concert or coming back from a concert, or they were at a casino and they were trying to get to a concert, whatever it might have been. And they were speeding and they were on the road above the Rainbow Bridge and lost control, flew through the air and crashed through the gates and exploded. I mean, to me, that my first inclination would have been that's terrorist attack, because I would
Yeah.
damn sure wouldn't have had Flying Bentley on my bingo card.
No. But like
I mean, but
in terms of
well, but it's
probability
not-
of a
it's not
terrorist
funny.
attack,
I would have went.
The story
That's,
disappeared
out of
too
the
quick
two,
to be terrorist.
yeah, that's true. But what I'm trying to say is that I think the probability of terrorist attack over Flying Bentley is 1,000% higher.
sure. Yeah, and so is like getting struck by lightning twice.
True. But yeah, that
Listen.
was. And by the way, it's the piece.
The only winner of that was whoever their kids are like
Yeah.
Jesus, both of them at the same time. Whoa!
That's hilarious.
I know that sounds bad, but
It
listen,
is, but
Mhm.
it is what it is.
that,
But
I'm
David,
not-
on a real note, though, I do feel bad for them. I don't.
yes,
That was
absolutely.
too close to holiday. First, it doesn't matter when anybody dies, and that's
No.
tragic. And I wasn't trying to make light of a tragedy. I was only
No.
trying to say that for the people who said it was a terrorist attack, I kind of get that initially, because flying Bentley would have never been in my 150 billion guesses.
Yeah.
I
I
just
mean,
wouldn't.
that's fair. It's not. It doesn't really come to mind immediately when
Yeah.
you hear about things like that.
No,
When I
it's
heard
one of
it
those
was
things.
a-
If I could afford a Bentley, I sure as shit wouldn't be behind the wheel. I'd have somebody driving it for me.
Well, you know, it's crazy because see, here in Miami, and Miami's just. And by the way, if people don't know, Miami is a totally different place from the rest of Florida. They're two totally different places. So here in Miami, you could be in the most hood of places. I kid you not. And
And
there's
see a Bentley.
and see a Bentley sitting out in front of a house. I kid you not. It is entirely plausible that, and it's even completely legal. The fact of the matter is, from where I currently sit, we can go in either direction, and within less than 10 minutes, we can be at a Bentley dealership. So, long story short, nobody's impressed by Bentley here. Nobody's impressed by Rolls Royce. Nobody's impressed by a Lamborghini. A nice, really old school Corvette, whatever have you, just something really classy,
Dodge Challenger.
has a lot more clout than any Bentley you can pull off the showroom floor. Downtown Miami, there's a dealership by the name of Brayman. He leaves his Bentleys outside overnight. Like they're just sitting there.
It's that unimpressive to people. They're like, I'm gonna
so-
take this Bentley.
Well, what it is here in Miami, everybody has one. And if you don't, if you want to fake like you have one, if you got $1,800 in a debit card or a credit card, you can have a Bentley for the day. You can have a Ferrari for the day. You can have a Lambo for the day. Nobody cares. I kid you not. In
insane.
front of there's a Starbucks maybe a mile from my house.
Mm-hmm.
Every Saturday we stop there before we go to our pop-up. And there's a Bentley there, there's a Ferrari there, and nobody's impressed. It turns absolutely zero heads. Zero.
That's so crazy.
So
I know you've talked about this before, but like I have a hard time wrapping my head around it.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where there's too much of it, so you can't appreciate it. Where other parts of the country, if you see a Rolls Royce, everybody in town knows it. But here, no,
Facts.
nobody cares. It's like it's enough to get you beat up. Maybe that's about it. No, you know, valets don't even park Bentleys in front of the restaurant. They put them in the garage with all the other cars. Nobody cares. So
Wild.
you know, that's just where we live at here and how it is. And I can tell you this: Jody has a really, really nice truck. That
Mhm.
truck will get more play here than a Bentley would.
Either way, my only point to all of this was no one had flying Bentley
No,
on their fucking bingo
No.
card. Okay,
That's
here we
true.
go. Let's just move on. All right. So
We had to have the conversation. It was necessary.
it was
Yeah.
necessary. But anyway, so we are getting close to the time. So it's been fun. It's been whatever the hell. Always good times with you guys.
Sounds so enthusiastic. Yeah, it's, whatever.
I mean, I'm not
I got
drinking.
5 minutes. I gotta fucking go, man. Like I want to eat.
Dude, I'm done with
Snacks and stuff.
this. It's over.
I'm not drinking. I'm having tea, and I'm out of tea and good times right now.
okay. So
That's
before we go,
as you like to say, that sounds like a you issue, Jody.
Yeah.
yeah, right. So before we go, I just want to say thank you again to all you guys for all the success since being a part of this crew. You guys are A1 in my book, and I'm happy to announce, fingers crossed, this coming Friday, the contract is being drawn up, Cafe 305 will have a 7,500 square foot workspace.
You have to start doing the
Amazing.
show from there.
Say that again?
Congratulations.
That could be fun.
You can start
Yeah.
doing the show from there.
Hey, I'm ready. It's really nice. It has an actual office. It's laid out really nicely. So I'll get you guys some pictures.
I'm glad
On
you were
Friday?
able to find a spot.
Yeah.
And this place is close to
and-
you, like geographically.
Listen, if you was a runner, like Hal, who used to be on the show, Hal's a runner. Hal could probably hump it there in probably 10 or 12 minutes by foot. So by car, it's like 5 minutes.
Okay.
If this was
okay.
in LA, that would be anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half.
Yeah. No,
Also true.
it's from my house, when I put it in the maps, it was a total of 6 minutes. And that was with
Nice.
traffic.
It's not bad.
Well, cool. Anyway, guys, always real. Like, smash, turn on the notifications,
Comment.
The little
follow
bell.
us,
The little
comment,
bell.
the little bell, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Little bell. Say hateful shit about fuck you, David.
Why did I just have a vision of Prince?
Don't know.
You know where Prince used to make those weird sounds? Any case, he was saying.
Prince Lamont. Go ahead.
Okay, well, this was fun. All right, so peace out, guys. Everybody be real. Keep it safe. Cheers.
We love you all.
Absolutely. Good seeing you guys.
Happy birthday, GJ.